Primarily, it has taken so much of interest is because Rashmi, whom Anvesh also knows, she is someone who is extensively into stock market, and we came across and we met each other in Goa, and she said, I really want to help women to be independent with their money. And with the current global economic conditions that India is currently into, stock market can definitely help them sit at home and probably grow their money, understand their finances, find an opportunity even if you don't have any professional qualification. That was her thought, and with that thought, she started very voluntarily working with a group of women. She started teaching, then feeding, and then backing, saying that you better learn your things, and I will not keep on feeding everything to you and telling you, do buy this, sell this, buy this, sell this. You need to learn what to do with your money, how to grow, what level of risk you want to take. And this learning series has started with many of them going for sessions and programs, right? So thank you so much, Anvesh, for being part of this journey, helping us, being in company of a very, very interesting group of women. All of them are very enterprising. They are working, they are mothers, they are taking care of their work, home, everything. So very, very enterprising group of women who are very keen to learn from you. So over to you, Anvesh, and welcome once again to Mindfully Sorted Women's Community. It's a thriving community of 700 plus women, and we look forward for your learning and this journey.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Just a minute, Anvesh. I'm Vinoda here. Sharmista, this is for your information. As per Rashmi's suggestion, I have taken the training from Anvesh.
Okay.
Okay, and today I can tell you that I'm very confident to pick a fundamentally good stocks.
Wow, amazing.
He taught me before even starting the session. So it's a testimonial.
Yeah, because see, I'm working full-time employee, but still he taught me after coming from office how I can spend for 1 or 2 hours to pick a good stocks and all. I'm trading. It's good now.
Like that. No, that's the best thing a teacher can listen.
Really, I'm so happy. I'm very thankful to Anvesh. He's my first teacher, of course, apart from Rashmi.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Very happy for you.
Nirmala here. I would also like to totally agree with what Vinoda said. I work night shifts, and with my schedule, I cannot be there from 9 to 3 from morning 9 to 3. But yes, with what Anvesh has taught me, yes, fundamentally strong stocks. I'm able to choose. I'm able to, and I'm actually seeing profit. I'm actually seeing my stocks grow, and that makes me very happy. So thank you, Anvesh.
Great,
Wow. So let's start with Anvesh. We are all excited to know, and I think Anvesh, you have your clients right speaking before we start. So let's start with the program. Thank you so much, Vinoda and Nirmala, for sharing. It makes a really, really happy, worth it for him to spend the time here with a group of
I'm very thankful to you also, Sharmista, because you have given an opportunity for us to grow. Really, I'm very thankful to you by adding me to this group. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sharmista and Meenakshi, for giving me this platform. And I would love to thank Rashmi also to introduce me to such a wonderful ladies who are working on a path of women empowerment. Like they want to be independent, they want to grow on their own. It's really good to see. So today, whatever we will be learning, it's a note that we will be learning only for the educational purpose. I will not be giving any tips, anything. So even if I will teach you about few stocks, if I will give you some examples also, that is only for the educational purpose. Okay, please don't take as a tip or advice. Okay, so before we start, I would love to say ki I will try to take this session mostly in the English, but if there are a few points which I am better to explain in Hindi, so I will cover that part in the Hindi.
Yeah,
okay,
that should be fine.
Okay, so the most important part in stock market is discipline. If we are not disciplined, we cannot make good money in stock market. स्टॉक मार्केट का वर्ड ही ऐसा है कि अगर आप डिसिप्लिन नहीं हो, आप उसमें कुछ नहीं कर सकते. यू हैव टू बी वेरी फोकस्ड बिकॉज स्टॉक मार्केट वही लोग करते हैं हु आर द मोस्ट डिसिप्लिन्ड पीपल ऑन अर्थ. ओके, So whenever people start coming in stock market, what they say ki, okay, we will buy a stock and we will keep this for so and so target. And meanwhile, if agar wo stock unke buying price se niche aa jata hai, they get into panic. What they do, they put stop loss and they sell it. But जब वो स्टॉक मार्केट में आते हैं, वो बोलते हैं कि अरे कोई बात नहीं, अगर नीचे जाएगा तो होल्ड करेंगे. But when it actually comes down, they come in panic, they come in fear, and they start selling it in the loss. And then they say that stock market is gambling. Any work, anything which we are doing without learning is gambling. And any work which you will do by learning it, by learning the art, it is a business and it's an art. एक डॉक्टर बनने के लिए भी हमें 7 years का एक डिग्री करना पड़ता है. आई एम एन एक्टर, मेरे को एक्टर बनने के लिए भी 3 साल थिएटर करना पड़ा, तब जाके मुझे कुछ शोज वगैरह मिले. ओके, ऐसे स्टॉक मार्केट करने के लिए भी हमें सीखना बहुत जरूरी है. अगर हम बाहर कोई भी चीज, कोई भी प्रोडक्ट लेने जाते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ समवन वांट्स टू बाय अ फोन, वी विल आस्क आवर फ्रेंड्स, वी विल आस्क आवर फैमिली, वी विल आस्क एटलीस्ट 10 पीपल दैट हाउ इज दिस फोन, इसके फीचर्स क्या हैं क्या हैं. बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू स्टॉक, किसी का टिप सुना, किसी रेस्टोरेंट में टिप सुना, कोई कहीं पे ग्रुप में टिप सुना, हमने बाय कर लिया. एंड व्हेन इट स्टार्ट्स गोइंग डाउन, हम पैनिक में आकर उसको सेल कर देते. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई गिव यू अ वेरी गुड एग्जाम्पल. So there's a very big difference between news and opinion. Okay, I'll give you a very good example. Let me share my screen. That how we have to study the stock and how to find a good company, how we have to read the financials. My screen is visible? Yeah?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
So we will just search for a stock which is Polycab. So the people who don't know what is Polycab, Polycab is like Havells. They make tube lights, they make wires and everything. Okay, they are the second largest. So if we will see in this, I will remove my indicators. Here, if we will see, there was a sharp fall. In just 2 days, there was a sharp fall of 30%, almost 30%. If you can see, 30% minus. अब कितने लोगों ने इसको होल्ड करके रखा होगा? The people who have bought here, the people who must have bought it here, क्या वो लोग होल्ड कर पाए होंगे अगर उनको नॉलेज नहीं है स्टॉक मार्केट का? बट अगर किसी को स्टॉक मार्केट का नॉलेज है तो वो उसको होल्ड करके रखेगा. बिकॉज क्यों? बिकॉज उसने कंपनी को स्टडी किया है, उसने उसके फाइनेंशियल्स देखे हैं. अब ये स्टॉक प्राइस अगर नीचे आया तो वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द रीजन व्हाई दिस स्टॉक प्राइस केम डाउन. सो उसके लिए हमें जाना पड़ेगा गूगल पे. यहाँ पॉलीकैब के लिए एक न्यूज आया था, पॉलीकैब के ऊपर एक न्यूज आया था दैट दे हैव नॉट पेड सम टैक्सेस. सो इनकम टैक्स डिपार्टमेंट ने उनके ऊपर 200 करोड़ का टैक्स का फाइन लगाया था. ओके, बट इज दिस न्यूज रियल or this has just been flashed to fool the retailers? हमें ये देखना पड़ेगा क्या ये न्यूज रियल है. ये जो न्यूज है, क्या ये न्यूज रियल है या फिर बस रिटेलर्स को फूल बनाने के लिए इनको फ्लैश किया गया है? बिकॉज ऑल बिग प्लेयर्स आर हियर टू टेक द स्टॉप लॉस ऑफ द रिटेलर्स. वो लोग जानबूझ के ऐसे न्यूज फ्लैश करते हैं जिससे कि स्टॉक प्राइस नीचे आए, एंड हम जैसे लोग जो रिटेलर्स हैं वो पैनिक में आके स्टॉक को सेल कर दें. Whereas अगर इसके ऊपर 200 करोड़ का इसके ऊपर फाइन लगाया गया. Now if we will go to the financials of the company, so this is the screener where we see the financials of the company. Okay, we will type Polycab.
We are not able to see the screen now.
Okay, I would request everyone to turn on the video if possible. Can you see the screener now?
Yes, we can see.
Yeah. So this is the screener.in. यहाँ पे सारी कंपनीज के फाइनेंशियल्स को अपलोड करते हैं जो बैलेंस शीट होती है. If you will search Polycab, okay, so here we will get to know that the market cap of the company is so and so 1 lakh crores and everything. These all are very important topics, and this each topic will take at least half an hour to 1 hour. This is the core of any business. जिसने फंडामेंटल समझ लिए उसने 50% स्टॉक मार्केट वैसे ही समझ लिया, उनके लॉस होने के चांसेस वैसे ही कम हो जाते हैं. Okay, so here if we will go on the profit and loss statement, and if we will see how much profit this company is making, this is the yearly statement, and this company is making around 1800 crores net profit every year. Okay, अब हमें कैसे स्टडी करना है स्टॉक को. अगर ये स्टॉक नीचे आया 2 दिन के अंदर, अगर ये स्टॉक 30% डाउन आया, तो उसके पीछे का रीजन क्या है? बिकॉज एक न्यूज फ्लैश की गई, उस न्यूज को देखा रिटेलर्स ने, रिटेलर्स को पैनिक हुआ, उन्होंने यहां से सेल करना स्टार्ट किया, उन्होंने यहां से सारा स्टॉक यहां से सेल करना स्टार्ट किया, राइट? इसलिए स्टॉक नीचे आया. स्टॉक में मूवमेंट कैसे होता है? व्हेन पीपल बाय इट गोज अप, व्हेन पीपल सेल इट गोज डाउन. इट्स अ सिंपल थिंग. ओके, यहाँ पे लोगों ने पैनिक करना स्टार्ट किया, बट हमने ये नहीं समझा ये न्यूज कितनी रियल है, क्या ये सच में न्यूज है या फिर फ्लैश की गई है. जिसने ये समझ लिया कि न्यूज और ओपिनियन में क्या डिफरेंस है, क्या न्यूज सही है क्या न्यूज गलत है, वहां पे आधा काम हमारा वही हो जाएगा. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? इफ यू विल सी, दिस वाज द लास्ट बॉटम. वहां से स्टॉक प्राइस क्या हुआ? ऊपर जाना स्टार्ट हो गया, ऊपर जाना स्टार्ट हो गया, एंड अभी ऑल टाइम हाई पर यहाँ पे ट्रेड कर रहा है. अब जिसने ये स्टॉक ये चीज समझी, लाइक जैसे मैंने समझी तो मैंने उसमें ट्रेड लिया, एंड आई मेड 40% इन जस्ट 2 months. 40% रिटर्न इन जस्ट 2 months. एफडी आपको सिर्फ 6% देती है 1 साल का. बट ये कौन समझेगा? जिसने स्टॉक मार्केट को समझा हुआ है कि अगर उसका 200 करोड़ के ऊपर उसका रेट भी पड़ा, इनकम टैक्स ने उस पर रेट मारा, तो अगर वो 200 करोड़ पे भी करता है तो उसको कितना छोटा सा अमाउंट है उसके लिए. दैट कंपनी इज मेकिंग 1800 करोड़ रुपीज पर ईयर, विच विल नॉट गिव एनी इम्पैक्ट ऑन दैट कंपनी. तो जब हम ये स्टडी करते हैं तब हम स्टॉक मार्केट को अच्छे से परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं, उसमें अच्छा पैसा हम बना सकते हैं. ओके, सो देयर आर 2 काइंड ऑफ अनसर्टेनिटीज इन द मार्केट जो हमारे हाथ में नहीं होता है. फर्स्ट इज प्राइस वॉलेटिलिटी, सेकंड इज होल्डिंग पीरियड. प्राइस वॉलेटिलिटी का मतलब क्या होता है? कोई भी स्टॉक हमने बाई किया, आफ्टर बाइंग एनी स्टॉक इट कैन गो डाउन ऑल्सो एंड इट कैन गो अप ऑल्सो, विच इज नॉट इन आवर हैंड. हमारे हाथ में क्या है? हम जो स्ट्रेटजी सीखेंगे, जो मैं अपनी क्लासेस में सिखाता हूँ, उसके बेसिस पे जब बाइंग आया हमने बाई किया, जब सेल आया हमने सेल किया. इफ वी डोंट हैव अ बाइंग लेवल एंड अ सेलिंग लेवल, दैट इज जस्ट अ गैम्बलिंग. देन फिर वो लॉन्ग टर्म वाली बात होती है कि आपने आज बाई किया, आपने 20 ईयर्स बाद आपको सेल करना है. ओके, दैट इज जस्ट अ दैट थिंग. ओके, सो प्राइस वॉलेटिलिटी हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. सेकंड, होल्डिंग पीरियड हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. होल्डिंग पीरियड हमारे हाथ में क्यों नहीं है? बिकॉज फॉर एग्जाम्पल हमने कोई भी स्टॉक परचेज किया, हमने कोई भी स्टॉक परचेज किया बाय अज्यूमिंग दैट वी विल आवर टारगेट विल हिट इन 1 year or 1.5 year, but it can take more than 1.5 year because overall market conditions हमारे हाथ में नहीं है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल उस टाइम पे कोरोना की न्यूज आ गई, अगर कोरोना की न्यूज आ गई तो पूरा मार्केट ही फॉल हो गया. मार्केट फॉल हुआ तो हमारा जो पर्टिकुलर स्टॉक है वो भी फॉल हो गया, एंड जो उसको 1 year में टारगेट आना था उसने 1.5 year ले लिया, विच इज नॉट इन आवर हैंड. हमारे हाथ में क्या है? एक पर्टिकुलर कंपनी का उसका बिजनेस एनालिसिस करना, उसका फंडामेंटल एनालिसिस करना एंड उसका टेक्निकल एनालिसिस करना. बिजनेस एनालिसिस क्या होता है? कंपनी क्या काम करती है, कंपनी का क्या बिजनेस है, what product or services company is offering to the customers. Second is fundamentals, fundamentals which I have shown you on the screen. Okay, just give me a second. Okay, so fundamental is what we are seeing on the screen. I'll show you again. Okay, these are the fundamentals. कंपनी का मार्केट कैप कितना है, कंपनी का पी रेशियो कितना है, What is the ROC, return on capital employed? How much money company is making on the employed capital? How much is the ROC? How much is the pledging percentage? How much is the promoters holding? This all I'll teach in my classes, and ये बहुत ज़्यादा important है company को समझने के लिए. Okay, I'll tell you one story. Because these all data can be manipulated by the CA. If हमारे बीच में कोई CA है तो उसको पता होगा कि कैसे हम इस डेटा को मैनिपुलेट कर सकते हैं. Okay, so there was a very good story. Like there was a business owner and उनका CA उनका जॉब से छोड़ के चला गया था. ठीक है, तो उन्होंने न्यू CA का इंटरव्यू करना स्टार्ट किया. उनका 1 मंथ का वर्क जो था ऑलरेडी पेंडिंग हो गया था. सो उन्होंने न्यू CAs को इंटरव्यू करना स्टार्ट किया. फर्स्ट CA आया, उसने बोला कि ओके आई विल कंप्लीट द वर्क इन 1 वीक. सेकंड CA आया, उसने बोला कि आई विल कंप्लीट द वर्क इन 10 days. थर्ड CA जो आया उसने बोला कि सर ये तो बताओ कि नेट प्रॉफिट कितना दिखाना है, इनकम कितनी दिखानी है, सेल्स कितनी दिखानी है. These all balance sheet can be manipulated. That's why it's very important to learn what is written in the balance sheet. क्या सही लिखा है, क्या गलत लिखा है, वो पूरा मैं रीड करना आना चाहिए. इट्स वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. वही देख के मैंने पॉलीकैप का ट्रेड लिया था एंड आई मेड गुड मनी इन दिस. आई शो यू द स्क्रीनशॉट आल्सो. यू कैन सी आई मेड ऑलमोस्ट 40% इन जस्ट 2.5 months. अब ये कौन कर सकता है? जिसको नॉलेज है स्टॉक मार्केट, जिसने सीखा है. अगर किसी ने सीखा ही नहीं है तो वो कैसे कर सकता है? ओके, नाउ कम्स which people lose money in the stock market. हम लोगों को, काफी लोगों को पता होगा कि we have always listened to the failed stories in the stock market from our parents, from our relatives and everything. अब वो failed stories क्यों सुना है? Because people do mistakes like they watch TV, they take someone else's opinion. Most of the people जो stock market में काम करते हैं, जिनको लगता है कि हमें तो सब कुछ आता है, they always sit in the front of TV. Either they are watching Z Business, either they are watching CNBC आवाज, and वहां पे कोई एंकर होता है, वो एक स्टॉक बता रहा होता है, उसका टारगेट बता रहा होता है, उसका स्टॉप लॉस बता रहा होता है. ओके, बट नो वन नोज दैट नन ऑफ द टीवी एंकर इज अलाउड टू ट्रेड इन देयर ओन डीमैट अकाउंट. नन ऑफ द टीवी एंकर इज अलाउड. जो खुद अलाउड नहीं है, हम उनसे कमाना सीख रहे हैं पैसा. हाउ इज दैट पॉसिबल? Because TV is the medium to fool the retailers. Who are the retailers? We are the retailers. जिनके पास में छोटा पैसा है, जिनके पास में स्मॉल कैपिटल है, they are the retailers. टीवी पे आपको वही स्टॉक बताया जाएगा जो ऑपरेटर ऑपरेट करवाना चाहता है. व्हाट इज ऑपरेटर? अब हम एक पूरा टॉपिक समझेंगे, एक पूरा केस स्टडी लेंगे, तब हमें ये क्लियर हो जाएगा कि हमें मार्केट से ना डर लगना एकदम बंद हो जाएगा. अभी जो हमारे फियर बैठा हुआ है ना मार्केट में कि पैसा हमारा लूज हो जाएगा, लॉस हो जाएगा, वो पूरा ही हमारा डर निकल जाएगा. कैसे? मार्केट में 2 तरह के पार्टिसिपेंट्स होते हैं. देयर आर 2 kind of participants in the market, and practically we have divided it in strong hands and weak hands. Strong hands and weak hands. Who are strong hands? Strong hands are the promoter of the company, owners of the company. FIIs, foreign institutional investors. DIIs, domestic institutional investors. And HNIs, high net worth individual. For example, I share my screen. Okay, if we go here, these are the promoters. Promoters कौन है? The owner of the company, who owns the company. Okay, these are FIIs. FIIs means foreign institutional investors. जैसे हमारे इंडिया में म्यूचुअल फंड्स होते हैं, वैसे फॉरेन में जो म्यूचुअल फंड्स who invest in India because they know that India is a growing country, so they invest in India. So these FIIs are the foreign mutual funds. What are DIIs? DIIs are the domestic mutual funds. Like we can see FlexiCap fund, some Canara mutual fund, Motilal Oswal, Aditya Birla. These all are the DIIs. What are HNIs? HNI is someone who is holding more than 1% in any company. So according to the SEBI, SEBI is the regulator, जो पूरी stock market को regulate करता है. So there is one SEBI who regulates, and there are 2 exchanges like NSE and BSE, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. यहाँ से हम trades लेते हैं and हम sell करते हैं shares को. Okay, so HNI is someone who hold more than 1% of the company. So who are the strong hands? Strong hands are promoters, FIIs, DIIs, and HNIs who hold more than 1% of the company. And who are the weak hands? Weak hands are the retailers like us who have small money, who are investing 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 crore, 10 crore. Even 50 crore is a small money for the stock market. 50 crore is nothing in stock market. Okay, these are the retailers. So if कोई stock, ये बात आप ध्यान से समझना, आपका ना जिंदगी भर के लिए आपका डर निकल जाएगा। ये स्टॉक मार्केट नीचे आ सकता है लेकिन नीचे रह क्यों नहीं सकता। स्टॉक मार्केट को चलाना किसके हाथ में है? स्ट्रॉन्ग हैंड्स के हाथ में। हु आर द स्ट्रॉन्ग हैंड्स? promoters, FIIs, DIIs, and HNIs. Okay, when these people will make money, when stock market will go up, these people will also make money when stock market will go up, when a particular share will go up, then only they will make money. And इन्हीं के हाथ में है stock market को ऊपर ले जाना। तो for the time being, these people can bring stock market down just to buy a share in the cheap value, in the cheap rates. For example, जैसे मैंने पॉलीकैप का आपको एग्जांपल दिया, पॉलीकैप को 2 days के अंदर 30% डाउन कर दिया। क्यों कर दिया? बिकॉज शायद से उनको सस्ते में खरीदना होगा, शायद से ऑपरेटर को सस्ते में खरीदना होगा। ऑपरेटर कौन है? ऑपरेटर यही लोग, प्रमोटर, FII, DIIs, द पीपल हु हैव चंक ऑफ मनीज, लैक्स ऑफ करोड़ रुपीस, दोज आर द ऑपरेटर्स, जिनकी बाइंग से कोई भी स्टॉक ऊपर जा सकता है, कोई भी स्टॉक नीचे आ सकता है उनकी सेलिंग से। दोज आर द ऑपरेटर्स। तो उनको स्टॉक नीचे खरीदना होगा सस्ते में, इसलिए उन्होंने नीचे आया, उन्होंने एक न्यूज फ्लैश की। उसके बाद पॉलीकैप का एक स्टेटमेंट आया कि नहीं, हमने तो ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया, एंड वी आर रेडी टू कॉपरेट, एंड फ्रॉम द नेक्स्ट डे स्टॉक प्राइसेस स्टार्टेड गोइंग। So this is how stock market function. Why stock market can come down and why it cannot remain down? Because these people will also make money when stock price will go up. So the people who are using stop loss, for example, I'll give you a very good example जिससे आप सब लोग relate करोगे. We will take an example of Colgate. Okay, I'll just apply a simple indicator, simple moving average. Simple moving average is nothing, it's just the average price of last 200 days. For example, if today price is 50 and day after tomorrow price is 100, so the average price is 75. Okay, so this line shows an average price of the stock. Colgate Palmolive, जो Colgate बनाती है, हमारे 50% से ज्यादा घरों में Colgate है, that we agree. Everyone uses toothpaste. सुबह सबसे पहले उठ के हम टूथपेस्ट करते हैं. Okay, and people are not trading in this stock. Why they are not trading in this stock? Because this stock is not discussed on the TV. जिस चीज में पैसा है वो टीवी पे कभी डिस्कस नहीं होगा, इसलिए आज से टीवी देखना छोड़ देना फॉर स्टॉक मार्केट. ओके, अगर हम इसमें 200 डेज का मूविंग एवरेज लगाया हमने, एंड व्हेन एवर दिस स्टॉक कम्स बिलो 200 डेज मूविंग एवरेज, फॉर एग्जांपल ये यहाँ पे नीचे आया, क्या इसने वापस से नया हाई नहीं बनाया? क्या इसने वापस से नया हाई नहीं बनाया? जब ये स्टॉक वापस से नीचे आया 200 डेज मूविंग एवरेज के, क्या इसने वापस से नया हाई नहीं बनाया? देन अगेन ये नीचे आया, देन अगेन इट मेड अ न्यू हाई, अगेन इट केम डाउन, अगेन इट मेड अ न्यू हाई, अगेन इट केम डाउन, अगेन इट मेड अ न्यू हाई. कितना पैसा हमारा बना होगा अगर हमने यहाँ खरीदा होगा तो? ये मेड ऑलमोस्ट 67%. जब भी ये स्टॉक अपने 200 डेज मूविंग एवरेज के नीचे आता है, हमेशा नया हाई बनाता है. इतना सिंपल है स्टॉक मार्केट में पैसा कमाना. दिस इज नॉट अ स्ट्रेटेजी, डोंट टेक इट एज अ स्ट्रेटेजी, बट या दिस इज how simple it is to make stock market. And why people are not trading in this stock? Because this is not discussed on the TV. ऐसा कौन सा दिन है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल कोरोना आया, क्या हम सुबह उठ के टूथपेस्ट नहीं करेंगे? क्या कहीं पे वॉर हो गई किसी कंट्री में, क्या हम सुबह उठ के टूथपेस्ट नहीं करेंगे? यू ऑल आर लेडीज, जब करवा चौथ का व्रत होता है हम कुछ नहीं खाते, लेकिन सुबह उठ के टूथपेस्ट जरूर करते हैं. एंड पीपल आर नॉट ट्रेडिंग इन दिस स्टॉक. इतना सिंपल है स्टॉक मार्केट में पैसा कमाना. बस हमें सीखना है, जितना सिंपली हम काम कर सकते हैं ना उतना ज्यादा हमारा पैसा बनेगा. वी डोंट हैव टू बिकम अ हीरो. We don't have to be like we that I will only find a stock that will go to 10x 20x 100x. No, we don't have to do that. सिंपल स्टेप्स को डिसिप्लिन के साथ बार बार जो फॉलो करेगा वही स्टॉक मार्केट में पैसा कमाएगा.
So very interesting, Anvesh, and I think very interesting perspective and good examples to relate and validate that. I would like to just take a small dip into the group. That any questions, anything that you want to ask now so far, whatever he has covered.
Please, anyone, if anyone have any question.
I have a question for you. First of all, thank you and congratulations for whatever you're doing at your age. Probably we did not have so many opportunities, and we are doing it now after having a kid, possibly a little younger to you only. So now my question is, like you gave the example of polycab, you gave the example of this thing. See, currently what is happening is we are all like, I'm not deeply into it. So we are all only, limited by suggestions that Rashmi gives and this thing. So obviously I don't go blindfold because her interest would be different. So I study, and if I want to invest, what is my plan, then I invest. But how do you find, because it's, there's so many companies, I think 6,000 in NSE, 6,000 plus in NSE. How do we find, those opportunities? Because by the time, the opportunity comes to me, it is already gone only for
See,
somebody.
there are
40%.
more than 6,000 companies listed on the stock market.
Yes.
Okay. So if you have heard about ace investor Vijay Kedia, वो बोलते हैं कि there are four types of caps: large caps, small caps, mid caps, and bhangar caps. Bhangar caps are scrap.
Penny stocks.
Any stocks. Penny stocks. जो लोगों को लगता है कि अरे 0.5 रुपीस पे खरीदेंगे एंड जब वो 500 का हो जाएगा तब बेचेंगे. अगर वो स्टॉक 0.5 पे ट्रेड कर रहा है तो उसका कोई रीजन होगा ना.
करेक्ट.
कोई रीजन होगा. ठीक है. So we have to find companies which are fundamentally strong. The business which there are few conditions to find out the companies, like the sector should be a growing sector. The company should be market leader. The company should be working since past 15 to 20 years. The company should not be government company, because government companies एक same range में trade करते हैं. Government companies का motive कभी भी पैसा कमाना नहीं होता. Government companies का motive होता है इकोनॉमी में बैलेंस रखना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर आज SBI का क्रेडिट कार्ड नहीं होता तो शायद से HDFC का जो क्रेडिट कार्ड है वो हमसे बहुत ज्यादा इंटरेस्ट चार्ज कर रहा होता. Just because we have an option, so they are maintaining their charges. So there are a lot of conditions and there are a lot of fundamental things which we have to see. That is a very big topic actually, which I teach in my classes. So वहां से हमारी एक ग्रुप ऑफ कंपनीज निकलती हैं, 80 कंपनीज, 100 कंपनीज, 200 कंपनीज, which are more than enough to make millions and billions throughout the life.
Yeah, because recently Chandrababu Naidu's wife made 800 crores nearly on one stock. So we come to know only after that much of profit. Obviously,
that is a different part only. Like he's a this is getting recorded, so I can't say everything. So that is a different thing only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I think, see, penny stocks also, I've invested in a few, but yeah, some of the opportunities, I mean, if there is 1, 2, 3 things that we should just start looking for, like you mentioned. So is there anything that you will say that at least if you're a starter, you just get into seeing these things and then you'll get to know?
See, if you just want to start, pick the market leaders. Pick those companies जो कभी बंद नहीं होने वाली हैं. For example, Reliance कभी बंद नहीं होगा. Asian Paint कभी बंद नहीं होगा. Everything we are seeing is painted. I'm wearing this blazer, इस पे भी paint है. Everything we are seeing is painted. Paint industry का बहुत growth है आने वाले टाइम. बजाज फाइनेंस बंद नहीं होगा. बजर पेंट बंद नहीं होगा. HDFC बैंक बंद नहीं होगा, लार्जेस्ट बैंक. HDFC बैंक जिस दिन बंद हुआ उस दिन हम लोगों का, जिस दिन HDFC बैंक ने बैंक्रप्सी फाइल करने का ट्राई किया, उस टाइम पे ना हमें पैसे नहीं चाहिए, उस टाइम हमें खाना चाहिएगा खाने के लिए. वो ऐसी सिचुएशन होगी. तो हमें फाइंड करनी है ऐसी कंपनी जो बहुत ही फंडामेंटली स्ट्रांग है एंड मार्केट लीडर्स.
And do you also have any formula for her holding period. For example, like Tata Motors, when I bought during COVID, was it running at a very low price. It increased 400, 500%, and now it is, it's in thousands now. So, do you have some thoughts on that also? That
That's why हम strategies का use करते हैं.
okay,
Where you don't have an exit point.
okay,
You have bought a stock, but you don't know when to exit.
correct.
It has of course, it has gave you 1000% return or 10x हो गया, ठीक है. But क्या हर बार होगा कोई stock? आप एक बार लकी हो सकते हो, 2 बार लकी हो सकते हो, बार बार नहीं हो सकते. जिस दिन किसी स्टॉक में फंस गए ना, जितना पैसा कमाया सब चला जाएगा. इसलिए हम स्ट्रेटजीज पे फोकस करते हैं. आई टीच 8 to 10 strategies and I already have 15 to 20 strategies on the basis which I make money, and in the class I teach the best ones. So उसके बेसिस पे हमें पता है कि बाइंग पॉइंट कहाँ है एंड सेलिंग पॉइंट कहाँ है, एंड हमारा होल्डिंग पीरियड इज नॉट मोर देन 1.5 year.
Okay.
So there's a very big difference. I would love to share my screen again. So if someone is doing long-term investment, so now I am telling you a difference between long-term investment and trading. Okay, trading को काफी लोग कैसे रेफर करते हैं, फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शन से रेफर कर लेते हैं. बट अगर कोई भी चीज, कोई फॉर एग्जांपल एक शॉपकीपर है, एक जनरल स्टोर है, वहां पे दे हैव अ डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स. दे हैव बिस्किट, दे हैव मिल्क, दे हैव आटा, दाल, चावल, पल्सेस, एवरीथिंग. ठीक है. He is buying a particular product in 5 rupees and selling it in 6 rupees. He is making a 1 rupee profit. He is trading. Same we are doing. We are buying a stock in 100 rupees and we are selling it at 150 rupees. We are making a profit of 50 rupees. कोई भी चीज जो खरीदने के बाद बेचने के लिए हमें लें, that is a trade. लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट इज समथिंग. हमने आज टाटा मोटर्स खरीदा, अब जब 10 साल बाद हमारी बेटी की शादी होगी या बेटे को एजुकेशन के लिए भेजना होगा, तब उसको निकालेंगे. दैट इज अ इन्वेस्टमेंट. ओके. अगर कोई लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट करता है, ऑन द हायर साइड अ पर्सन कैन मेक 20% रिटर्न एवरी ईयर. 20% CAGR इज कंपाउंड एनुअल ग्रोथ रेट.
Growth rate, yeah.
ओके. हर साल सेम 20% नहीं आएगा, बट ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ 10-20 years आपको 20% का ग्रोथ देगा ऑन द हायर साइड. And on the lower side, it can make 15%.
Yeah.
Whereas in trading, on the basis of the strategies, we can make on the higher side 40% and on the lower side 30%. जो निकल के आता है, मेरा तो निकल के आया है. I'll show you a very big difference, जो देख के I think सबकी आंखें खुल जाएंगी. I'll share my screen. For example, if we are investing 1 crore, I'm just taking an example. शायद से हम बहुत से लोग के पास में 1 crore इन्वेस्ट करने को हो भी. So I'm just taking an example. If we are investing 1 crore and we are expecting 15% return, and we are expecting 1.15 is 15% return on 1 crore over a period of 20 years. We are investing 1 crore for 15% over a period of 20 years. How much we will make? Our 1 crore will be converted into 16 crores. Okay, which is a very good money. अगर कोई बोलेगा कि भाई मैंने तो 1 करोड़ रुपए इन्वेस्ट किया था एंड आज मेरा 16 करोड़ हो गया, वेरी गुड मनी. ऑन द हायर साइड, ऑन इन लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट वी गेट 20%. 20% अगर आप निकाल पा रहे हो ऑन एन एवरेज, तो योर 1 करोड़ विल बी 38 करोड़. दिस इज, वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टमेंट. आज हमने खरीदा, वी विल सेल आफ्टर 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And that too, we will get 20% when we know that this company will be next Asian Paint, this company will be next HDFC Bank, this company will be next Berger Paint, and so on. Okay. If we are trading in these market leading stocks, for example, Asian Paint, Berger Paint, ये जितने भी market leading stocks है, अगर हम इनमें trade करते हैं, on the lower side we are making 30%. Let's see how much money we will make in 20 years. 1 crore will be 190 crores in just 20 years. 10% से कितना डिफरेंस आ गया. हमें देखने में बहुत छोटा लगता है 10%, बट जब ये पावर ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग काम करती है ना, तो मैजिक. इट्स लाइक एट वंडर ऑफ द, वो बोलते हैं 8th वंडर है पावर ऑफ कंपाउंडिंग. This is the lower side of the trading. If we see on the higher side, this much we will make. जो निकल के आता है, कैसे निकल के आता है, एक और बहुत सिंपल सा एग्जांपल देता हूँ. You can see my trading view, right?
Yeah, we can. Then Pratibha has a question. Maybe after this, Pratibha, you can ask a question.
Yeah, just let me explain this. Then हम questions लेते हैं. I'll remove all these drawings.
We can see your Google screen.
Yeah, Anvesh,
Okay, one
page
photo.
is not visible.
Can you see now?
It's coming. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So ये stock कौन सा है? ये stock है अपना Asian Paint. Okay, you can see Asian Paint. Now this stock is trading in a range. This stock is trading in a range. Consolidation mode में. Okay. If we will mark a resistance is always a upper line and support is always a lower line. जो lower line होता है उसको हम support बोलते हैं, जहां से बार बार stock bounce back होता है. Okay. If whenever this stock comes down by कितना परसेंट नीचे आया, 25% डाउन आया, अगर हम इसको यहाँ पे बाय करके वापस से रेजिस्टेंस पे सेल करते हैं, हाउ मच मनी वी विल मेक? 32%. ठीक है. देन वापस से ये नीचे आया, हमने इसको वापस से बाय किया, अगेन वी हैव मेड 32%. अब ये वापस से नीचे आया है. ऐसा क्या रीजन है कि ये वापस से ऊपर नहीं जाएगा? हाँ, ऐसा क्या रीजन है कि ये स्टॉक वापस से ऊपर नहीं जाएगा? क्या कोई पेंट यूज करना बंद कर देगा? सर, हर कोई पेंट यूज करेगा. वेयर एज अगर किसी ने लॉन्ग टर्म में इसको होल्ड करके रखा होगा, ओके, if someone has bought it over year, what is the date? You can see this 5th Jan 2021. अगर 21 में किसी ने होल्ड किया होगा तो आज भी वो 0% प्रॉफिट पे बैठा होगा, बिकॉज द स्टॉक इज ट्रेडिंग एट द सेम लेवल. इन 4 years, in 3 to 4 years, उसका 0% का रिटर्न आया. Whereas if we will trade in this stock, we can easily make 25-30%. 30-40% is very easy to make in trading and only in equities. Futures and options की तो हम बात ही नहीं कर रहे, ना मैं उसको प्रमोट करता ना मैं खुद करता. Futures and options is very professional game. वो हर कोई नहीं कर सकता, वो फुल टाइम लोग कर सकते हैं, और उसको सीखने के लिए आपको बहुत कुछ इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. Like Rashmi do it, she is a pro in that, but not everyone can do it. तो इसलिए मैं उससे हमेशा अवॉइड करता हूँ कि कोई फ्यूचर्स एंड ऑप्शन ना करे. सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन लॉन्ग टर्म एंड ट्रेडिंग. छोटा सा परसेंट हमें डिफरेंस दिखता है, 10%, 15%, बट ओवर अ पीरियड ऑफ 20 years इट इज मेकिंग अ ह्यूज इम्पैक्ट. एंड लेट मी टेल यू, वी ऑल हैव अपॉर्चुनिटी टू मेक एटलीस्ट 100 crores. इसके लिए हम एक और लास्ट कैलकुलेशन लेते हैं, देन इसके बाद हम क्वेश्चंस लेंगे.
Yeah, even I have now too many questions.
Yeah, just last we are taking. Can you see my Google screen?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay. ठीक है. अभी हो सकता है कि हम में से लोगों के पास में 1 crore अभी इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए ना हो. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं, 1 crore एट अ टाइम नहीं है हमारे पास में इन्वेस्ट करने के लिए. बट कैन वी इन्वेस्ट 20,000 every month? If we will invest 20,000 every month over a period of 20 years, which is 240 months. Okay, let's see long term में हमारा कितना बनता है. On the lower side, we will get 15% return. So 20,000 investing every month for 20 years will be 3 crore rupees. हमारा इन्वेस्टमेंट कितना हुआ? 48 lakhs का, एंड हमारा पैसा बना इतना 3 crores. ओके, अगर हम इसको 20% पे लेते हैं, विच इज लॉन्ग टर्म का हायर साइड, then how much we will make? We will make 6 crore rupees. If the thing which I teach in my classes, जो strategies मैं सिखाता हूँ, जो मैंने अभी सीखी है अपने सर से, ओके, उसके बेसिस पे अगर हम 30% भी निकाल सकते हैं, which is the lower side, we will be easily making 30 crore rupees by just investing 20,000. एंड अगर हम ज्यादा मेहनत कर लेते हैं और 40% आ जाता है, it's 162 crore rupees in 20 years. We all have opportunity to make 100 crores at least. एंड ये 20,000 इंडिविजुअल का नहीं है, पूरी फैमिली को मिलकर डालना है, क्योंकि 100 करोड़ रुपीज पूरी फैमिली को चलाने के लिए इनफ होते हैं.
Right.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I think Pratibha is waiting for some time. Pratibha,
Yes,
your
please.
question is answered or?
No. Please ask Pratibha.
Yeah, thank you, Sharmitra. I'm sorry, I'm not able to pronounce your name properly. Thank you, Sharmitra. So the question which I had is like, I have been investing in Zerodha, and yeah, you told like this Asian Paints is a good stock, but
Yes.
I had invested like 2-3 stocks. It was not giving a good returns. Then I sold it off.
You sold
And
it
that
at a
is
loss?
yeah, because I just got it for 1 or 2 stocks. Since it's a big money, I just invested 2-3 stocks. But since it was not giving a good returns, I just
You
It-
took the
it
trade on the
pro-
basis of some strategy, or just कि ले लो,
I just took it
बस ले
on.
लिया.
Yeah.
That's why we have to learn. Because अगर हमने सीखा होता तो हम एशियन पेंट में स्टॉप लॉस देके निकलते नहीं. बिकॉज एशियन पेंट, HDFC बैंक, ये ऐसे स्टॉक्स हैं कि ओके ठीक है, हमने गलत लेवल पे बाय भी कर लिया, बट वो कब तक नीचे रहेंगे? 6 महीना, 1 साल, कभी ना कभी तो हमारा प्राइस आएगा. ये पूरा ऑपरेटर का गेम है. ये जो नीचे आ रहा है ये भी लाया गया है.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. I don't understand Hindi much.
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem. Yeah.
speak in English, it will be.
So you have hit the stop loss in the Asian Paint, right?
Yeah.
But we will see, will Asian Paint not grow in the future?
Yeah, it will
Will grow,
definitely grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So till how much time it can remain down? 6 months, 8 months, max to max 1 year?
No, I had invested like in 2021. For past 2 years, it was the same. I was not
That's why
getting
we have to
return.
trade. That's why I just showed the example that if someone has invested in the 21, they are sitting on the 0% profit. That's why we have to trade in these stocks. Whenever they are coming down by 20, 30, 40%, we have to buy, and whenever they are going to the lifetime high, we have to sell. This is the only way to make money in stock market.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so you have done a very wrong thing by hitting the stop loss in Asian Paint. But yeah, for the future, just pick some fundamentally strong stocks and buy at the right price. And of course, you learn first, that I would suggest, because if you will keep hitting these stop losses, you will lose your capital.
Okay.
And once your capital will be lost, then you can't do anything in the stock market.
And even Wipro, it's the same. Like I was not getting good returns for Wipro. Then I just sold it off.
In the loss or profit?
I got little profit, then I sold it off. It was not
Yes.
giving profit at all for a longer time. When I got little profit, I just sold it off.
So see, in all these stocks, see, you have picked up good stocks. No doubt you have picked up good stocks, but you haven't picked it at the right time, at the right price. Okay. So for this, we learn the strategies that when we have to buy, when we have to sell, so that we will not come in panic and sell it in the loss.
Got it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I have a question here, right? See, Asian Paints, you are giving example of say Colgate or Asian Paints others, and they have also grown through a period. Like like they have become like that
Multi-bags.
cash cows period
Yes,
is now.
yes.
How do we identify in that sector? Like there are so many paint companies coming. There's so many other companies coming. Like how do you identify that in that sector I can buy? What is the other one, newbie that I buy, which
So
can
that is,
probably
yeah,
grow?
I got it. That is a proper 2 hours topic on which we have to study this thing. I'll show you. Where is
Like for example, Rashmi has suggested me Paisalo, and of course she has suggested some more. But I have seen like it was like we bought it and it was like boom, and it's still like one. But I don't think if Paisalo is a company which anyone would have heard unless she would have mentioned it to us. So these are not very heavily traded, but this has seen like tremendous uh, progress, and we understand that this will
Yes,
grow.
yes. So can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So for this to find multi-baggers, like you're talking about that we have bought a stock in 100 rupees and after 20 years, it can go up to 2,000, 3,000. These kind of stocks you're talking about, how to find a multi-bagger stock.
Right.
So for this, we have to study the market cap of the company and we have to compare two companies in the same sector. One company which is a market leader and one company which is a good company and an emerging company. So
Okay.
this is a proper 2 hours topic, how we identify, how to measure, how to see the fundamentals of the company. Because in that we have to see each and everything we have to see. Because if we are putting a bet for 10 years, we have to see each and everything. ये सब हमें देखना पड़ता है उसमें. ये सब हमें PPTs read करनी पड़ती हैं companies की. What company is doing? What are their future plans? How was their past performance for last year performance? Everything is written here. We have to read each and everything for that. So simply I'll tell you like how to find. हमने दो companies find out किया. One is the market leader and one is a small company, but it's a good company in the same sector. We have to compare both the companies, that the smaller company, does it have a potential to reach in next 10 years till the level of the market leader. For this, we have to set few criteria. We have to study the business of the company, balance sheet of the company, charts of the company, everything we have to study. But it's not that difficult, I would say. But yeah, it's a very big topic actually. Like my students know, they know how to find the multi-baggers.
Great.
I gave 3-4 examples also to them.
Yeah. Anu, she has raised hand. Anu, ask a question.
No, you're mute.
We can't hear you. You're on mute.
Okay,
Yes, now.
sorry. First of all, thank you so much, Sir Mr.
Mhm.
and you as well, Anvesh.
Yeah,
Very
thank you.
interesting information. So there is this LXME Lakshmi, one portal for investment for women, you know. And recently they advertised that earn 60,000 per month through share market, you know, by investing. Is that even a possibility?
Don't fall in all these traps.
Yeah, I didn't fall for it, but I mean, is it possible to earn a monthly, like an income through investing?
No one can give you a commitment of a
Mm-hmm.
fixed income through stock market. No one can take a fixed income through stock market
Okay.
because it depends on the market conditions. अगर market ही नीचे जा रहा है, आप कैसे पैसा बना सकते हो?
True, true.
Market is falling.
True.
How can you make money? Like
Absolutely.
we are not doing futures and options. Futures and options, people can make money when it's going up also and down also. But that is a very
Okay.
professional game. I would not suggest anyone to
Mm-hmm.
start it. Okay, because it's a
Okay.
very professional game. Okay, and for that we need a
Okay.
good chunk of money.
Mm-hmm.
Can start
Okay.
it with 10,000, 50,000, 1 lakh. It will wipe it
Okay.
in 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So you talked about Asian Paints, you know, and the support price and the, you know, and if you sell and you, I mean, if you buy and then you can sell, you can make, you know, that's a short-term period you're talking about?
Yeah, our holding period is not more than 1.5 years.
Okay.
Because we have
So
seen
you,
the example. The person who bought it in 2021,
mm-hmm.
until now he must be sitting on a 0% profit. But if
Mm-hmm.
we are trading in that stock, we have already doubled our money.
So
Because
how
of
do you do the trading in that stock? Like,
that, we have to learn the strategies for that.
I
okay,
think
okay.
the literally meaning of trading, Anu, is that you're selling when it is high and you're again buying the same stock when it is low. So that's
Yes, that's the meaning of
literally
trading.
meaning that trading means, you know, you're like what we say, like, you know, the same stock, like you're holding Asian Paint for say 5 years, 10 years, but you're not just holding. You're also like, you know, cashing it.
You're buying it at a cheap rate, then you're selling it at a good level, and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
margin you are keeping.
yeah.
Okay, okay. The margin you will retain for yourself.
Yeah, that is our profit.
Okay,
So,
okay.
you know, you're making money, say in Asian Paint today is say 1,000 rupees, and then it goes to 900. You're selling it, and that 100 rupees profit that you're getting, you're again reinvesting back into the stock. And again, like, you know, it becomes 1,100. You're making that 200 rupees profit on that money. So I think that is what trading word means
That is trading. Yeah, that is trading.
when they say trading in the stock. So
Everything is trading. Like each and every business is trading.
Mm-hmm.
There must be a few business women also. Like जो भी business उनका है, they must be buying some product and selling it at a premium price, and the margin
Yeah.
they're keeping as a profit. That is a trading only.
No, I've already have investment in the stock market, but I don't sell or trade or do anything. It's just there. I mean,
So
I don't
that's why I
touch it.
showed you the difference between long term and trading. It's a very big difference.
Okay.
So if what he explained in the point that he was mentioning in the compounding rate, what he was saying is that if you don't just keep it and just keep selling and buying and in every dip and selling at every dip and
That's when you can grow it.
then that 10% additional profit that you get, that is something that probably helps you over a period of time. I think that is what he ultimately meant by saying that,
Yeah.
I suppose I'll have to join your course.
Definitely, you're most welcome.
Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So there is a question. Let me just read out this question for the benefit of others. Deepthi asked, okay, there was one more question from Smita who says, could you analyze Paytm being so much lower than its IPO price? I'm still holding in the hope that it will still rise.
Okay, why you bought Paytm? Can you turn on your mic?
Okay, Smita, can you turn on your mic and share?
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah, hi.
we can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear? Yeah,
Yeah.
well, why I bought Paytm was because I saw it as a company where involved in an activity which is current now, which we with all these digital payments, I perceived that it will be a company which will grow. So that was the reason, and I don't think even now I don't think Paytm as such is a company which can be considered as bad as such, perhaps. But my purchase price at IPO was around 2000, which it never reached even to this day after the IPO.
Okay, so first thing, we should never invest in IPO. I'll give you a very good slang in Hindi. जिस दुल्हन को आपने देखा नहीं है, आप उससे शादी कैसे कर सकते हो?
Okay.
जिस कंपनी को आपने देखा ही नहीं है.
Bride you have not seen. How can
Anvesh,
you?
yeah, I know, I get that. But Anvesh, I have whatever money I have made in the stock market, I have made it from the IPO stocks only. So
that is a different game actually,
yeah,
properly.
yeah,
But I don't
because
suggest buying IPOs because most
yeah,
of
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I understand what you're saying. But I like, for instance, I made my first money in HDFC AMC, which was one day. I held it for one day and made
HDFC
8,000.
AMC is a very good company because
Yeah.
I tell you why. Because HDFC AMC is a 25-year-old company. Paytm is not a 25-year-old company.
Yeah.
HDFC AMC's CEO know how to run a company, how to evolve themselves by changing the market conditions. But Paytm is not an old company. They don't have much experience. That's why we will only trade in the market leading companies. That's why I told K, we will only trade in the companies which are in the business since past 15 to 20 years. Because they know how to change themselves. Because in 15 to 20 years, a full generation changes. People's interest changes.
Yeah, as a strategy, I understand that.
Yeah.
But the whole concept of an IPO would fail if you're saying that no new company people would not invest in an IPO, right?
You should never invest in IPO, according to me.
Oh, that's very interesting because I always thought it is people crave to apply and get into IPO. Even I applied, but I never got into whatever.
No, but IPO is basically a capital raising mechanism, isn't it, for companies? So new companies.
Mostly क्या होता है ना? Mostly क्या होता है? जो अच्छे IPOs होते हैं ना, वो हमें नहीं मिलते. Most of the cases में. And IPO कोई भी company क्यों लेके आती है? Because they have to give the exit to their angel investors. Once they list their IPO, आपने mostly you must have seen कि lower circuits लगना start हो जाते हैं. Because वो वहाँ पे अपना जो stake है वो sell कर रहे होते हैं. They have to give exit to the angel investors. जिन्होंने initially invest किया उनकी company में. And that is the only way to give exit to the angel investors.
Okay.
And जितनी भी new companies है like Nykaa हुआ, Paytm हुआ, Zomato हुआ, इन companies में कभी भी IPO में invest नहीं करना चाहिए. Let them list, and then we will see in 1 year, 2 year how they are performing in the stock market. See, if we will see the fundamentals of Paytm, okay, Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Yeah.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yeah. Now I can see.
Okay, let's check the fundamentals of Paytm. ROC is in the minus. The company is not making any kind of profit.
Okay.
Okay, we will go in the profit and loss. The company is a loss-making company. The company which is a loss-making company, how can that company give you money? जो खुद ही नहीं कमा रहे वो आपको कैसे कमा के दे सकता है?
But some of the IPOs are like LIC and others have people.
LIC is a good company. It's a government
Yeah,
company.
but its IPO also tanked actually.
Mostly IPOs tank ही होते हैं.
I didn't
I'm
know
saying
anything.
don't invest in IPOs. You can be lucky 1 time, 2 time, 3
But
times.
they came back also, or is it not come back? Or they don't. Zomato is coming back types.
Zomato is coming back, but बहुत time लगता है. But initially तो you are stuck. No?
Yeah,
Your
capital is stuck.
money is stuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't sell in loss.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I am also stuck because I can't sell it at the even at the if we had purchased, the logic which you're saying is right, because even if you had purchased at 500 or 300 when it went down to that much or whatever levels, when it comes to 800, even there you're making a profit if you're selling 300 to 800 also.
But how do you know it will?
2000 to 800 you're not making a profit. Yeah.
How will you come to know that it will go 800?
It did go. That is.
No. How will you get to know that it will go 800? On what?
Yeah.
What?
But that is every stock. But
No,
that
it's
is
not.
every stock.
It's not like that. We have to trade on the basis of the strategies. We have to trade by seeing the fundamentals of the company. A company which is a loss-making company, how can a stock price go up? वो बस उस तभी जा सकता है जब उसको कोई ऑपरेट कर रहा हो, कोई ऑपरेटर उसको ऑपरेट कर रहा हो. The person who have a chunk of money, lakhs of crores, they are operating that stock.
They are manipulating it. Yes.
They are manipulating the stock. If we know the operator अगर हमारा दोस्त है तो फिर खरीद लो. फिर आप मुझे भी बता देना, मैं भी खरीद लूं.
Right. Thanks.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. I know you are asking who. May I know who is Rashmi? In Mindfully Sorted, if you are in the community, you should know Rashmi. She's a star, celebrity. Anyways, here Deepthi asked a question. I am an amateur in trading, but would like to start your classes. Can you please give me details? Of course, I think Anvesh will share the details, as well as we will be sharing the details on the group as well for people to join his classes. Because
I'll share the details to Sharmistha, then you guys can.
Yeah, you can also put down your details on the chat as well. So
I'll
that,
put my contact number, so
Yeah.
people can contact me.
Yeah. Any other question? We are already at 7 o'clock, but what? I am not in the group too. Okay, Dipti, you're not in the group too. Okay. Then I think Anvesh is putting it on the chat, and I'll invite you to be part of this interesting group, Dipti, and we have a trading separate women in trading. Okay. So Dipti, then what I will suggest is,
Anyone have any question?
okay, yeah.
Any of my previous students have any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I would want to, thank Anvesh and Sarmishta for, kind of, facilitating this group, this session. I have been, absolute amateur when I joined Anvesh's classes, and I was, as Sarmishta mentioned in the beginning of the session, that I was like really impressed because he walked us from the absolute basics to the place where now we understand the strategies and we know how to identify the good stocks, how what is the right time to invest, what is the right time to sell, and all of that. So it is really, really helpful. Thank you, Anvesh. And just to mention that I had all this money parked in my FDs where I was making around 5%, but and guilty that I've not invested as much time as I should have. But even then, the investments that the stocks that I bought around a month ago, I've already made 15%, overall, approximately.
Okay.
So I'm happy.
Great. Thank you so much, Meenakshi, for introducing me to Sharmistha and this group.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of us can, take advantage of your knowledge and, learn from you.
Definitely, I would love to share my knowledge.
Thank you.
Great.
So thank you, Anvesh. I would really like to thank you so much. Lots of gratitude for this session. And it was, I mean, I got a lot of details from you. Hope I would join your classes. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you so much. All
Sharmishra,
the
for
best.
arranging this program.
What I would really like is let's have a group pic, and I will remove the pin from all of you. Yes, and let's try to just get for once on the chat box. Switch on our cameras to get a picture which we can post on social media. So it's okay if you are coming in small boxes. So it doesn't matter whether your lipstick, hair, whatever is there, you just be in your form. Just like little bit of your face coming in is good enough. I would like more and more of you to come and say thanks to Anvesh. That's a good gesture. And Anvesh, thank you so much for this session. This was wonderful. Very easy communication. I think what I really loved about this session is very easy communication, very fluid language, which people like us who understood, because we are amateurs, we don't understand too much of technical terms. And the way you were giving the examples and relating us to some of the cases, it was able to help in understanding that why it is important for us to consider investing in stock market as one of the options to take care of our financials. So it doesn't mean that we always stay away. We give the money to many of the working women, also give the money to the husband to say like, okay, you go and invest, and the husband does whatever and they have no clue about. So the idea for us is, when we talk about empowerment, the idea for us is always that we know where our money is going. It's of course people will help us and there is support and etc, and we don't need to do everything, but we should at least have a financial understanding, right? And I am also one of them who doesn't understand. Even I didn't understand how I used to pay my taxes in spite of earning lakhs and lakhs money, but I just don't understand. So it's only now when I'm doing my business when I'm valuing my money more than I ever did in my life. So I think this is the whole idea, that it doesn't mean we all understand where our money is getting invested and we are in charge of it. So Rashmi, any last word from you? We have Rashmi here. So before that, just let's do maybe a gesture or something. Anvesh, since you're an actor, do you have any gesture that all of us can do? See, so many screens are on.
We can do the victory sign.
Yeah, we do the victory sign. Okay, let's do that. So can all of us do the victory sign? Okay, great. I take a picture. Great. Thank you so much. So, Rashmi, anything from your end? Because you have been supporting and helping this group a lot very voluntarily.
Thank you so much, Sarmishna. I'm very happy that so many ladies have started understanding that how you should be investing in the market. And it definitely gives you returns, because when I joined, many were like my husbands, my fathers, they don't believe in stock market. And this is which is to put me off. And I showed it to most of the women that you can make money from the stock market by learning. So y'all should really start learning and making money from the market. Just don't depend on tips. That's all.
Yes. So great. I think Anvesh program will be a great interest for a lot of people to join and start your journey. And I think Anvesh, the fact that you were so, as I mentioned, you made the subject so interesting and so valid with examples. I think this will be an amazing platform to start for people who would like to. This investment on yourself will take you a long way, but of course with your own risk. We are all working people. I think we don't have extra cashes. So we all have to be very conscious about how only when we start understanding, getting our wins, getting our steps together, act together, is when we start taking risk. Otherwise, it can be like as little as 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. The extra chunk that you can go and have a dinner and spend, maybe that 2 dinners in a month, you start investing in the stock market.
Of course.
So,
Very necessary.
so that's how you look at, maybe for, that's how we start with. Okay, great. Thank you so much for everyone for joining. Great group, great interaction. Very interested to see, very, Rashmi, it's a long way to come as a group where there are 40 people on a Saturday evening coming to learn from stock market, and there will be another 40 people who will watch this video. So, amazing that this journey we were able to bring to this group, which is almost 10% of the group, even if they are educated, learning. I think that awareness itself will take them somewhere, right? Which includes me also. I'm also a student of Rashmi University and Anvesh University. Great. So
Yeah, I
thank
just want a small feedback from everyone, 5 seconds, ka, if possible. I just wanted to for my record. This is my first workshop for women empowerment, so I'm feeling very good. So I just want a small bites of everyone, if possible. Like how you have liked the session and everything.
Do you want them to me to put them on the this thing spotlight or something like that, or
No, just they
couple
can
of
turn on the
video
microphone.
and say
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
yeah. So I think the students can go first to begin with.
Yes,
Any
please.
student saying share maybe one, not everyone, but maybe 4-5 of them can share. A couple of them can share. Your students left or your students are there?
We are here. We are here.
Yeah. Just share maybe one or two.
Yeah. I got introduced to Anvesh through Rashmi and Vinoda. Vinoda had already attended the classes, and I got a very positive feedback from Vinoda. So yes, very informative session. The way he conducts the session, not much of jargons, something each of us are able to understand. Simpler. He makes things simpler, and it gives us a sense of, okay, I've learned something today. And he's also so dedicated that even if it is one student, he takes class for 2 hours. So so it's not that he says, all three of you come together or all four of you come together, that's when I'm going to take. So even if it is one student, he is ready to take the session. So that's the kind of dedication Anvesh has. So I'm very happy that we've been introduced to him, and his sessions are excellent. Please go for it, learn the strategies, and trust me, I'm making money, so can you all. And yes, that's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. I think so many people has left the meeting.
Yeah, thank you, Anvesh. I think you have such deep knowledge being so young and advising us ladies. It was a really nice, informative session, and I hope a lot of women, you can encourage a lot more women to start investing in the stock market because you have so much experience and knowledge in it. Thank you very much for this session.
Thank you so much.
So let me just share. Thank you, Anvesh, for helping mindfully sorted women's community. Today we have almost 40 plus people who joined and took the session, which was so interesting, so helpful. Very simple language, and this will make women to be more empowered, understand about stock market, invest, and be independent about managing their money and growing their money more importantly. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for inviting me. It's a pleasure for me that you are working such hard and for the women empowerment. Very good.
Thank you.
All the best.
So great. Any more? Otherwise, we can wind up today's session. It's a weekend. So
if anyone have any question, they can ask.
I just want to thank you, Anvesh. It's really nice that you being so young and doing so many things and you advising us. So it's very lovely. And I also realized the one big mistake that I was doing, like the example that you gave, of holding for 20 years and instead of, buying at peak selling. So just that will make more money. So now I know what's the mistake I'm making. So I think I'm sure this is just the tip of the iceberg. You have
Yes.
so many other things to share. So I'll definitely look forward to learning from you. And thank you very much. And thank you, Sharmishta, for holding this session. And obviously, and Rashmi has been a great help to the group. So thank you, Rashmi. I don't think so I have this opportunity to thank you face to face otherwise. So I'd like to thank you for this. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anvesh.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So great. We'll wrap up now, Sir Anvesh. Is that fine?
Yes, yes.
Okay, great. So
Okay.
thank you once again. Have a great weekend. Have fun. Enjoy yourself, and start learning more, and which includes me learning more in terms of technicality and studying the companies before investing, so that we can learn more. And please join Anvesh class. I will give the details in the group and the WhatsApp group. Yeah. Anvesh has
Thank you.
also shared the numbers, and otherwise I will also. So Anvesh, do people directly connect you over your phone? Whoever wants to join your session, or do you have any poster or anything?
Actually, I have a gift for everyone, which I'll be sharing with you.
Okay, half the people left now. You're giving the gift.
It's okay. I'll share it with you.
Okay.
So they can connect you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done. Okay.
Yeah. Someone was saying something.
Yeah. Shamishta and Anvesh, thank you so much. Thank you for this enlightening session. And I have overcome my first step of fear, and I'm definitely going to join your classes. And just one query I wanted to know, you said like you should not bank on the TV anchors and all, no? Like that I understood. But what about print media? Like we should follow the news, the trend, and what is happening.
We should see the news, but we have to check the news that is it really a news or someone's opinion. For example, if I say
Okay.
that I think tomorrow it will rain, that is my opinion. That is not a news. That is
No,
my
or
opinion.
it can be like just interrupting cars. There's going to be upward trend in car sales. Like that can be a proper news, right?
That can be a news, that we have to verify कि वो किस source से आया है.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll definitely look
That
forward
is
to
a proper
joining.
topic in my class that I teach, news versus opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. But that is also a very important topic.
Thank you very much. Thank you both of you.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye everyone. Take care. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.